Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a single page 6x8 layout, and these are pictures on the train going from where I am to Milwaukee, and we left very late. So we were just lucky there was a little bit of light left by the time we left, because at this time in March, daylight savings hadn't happened yet, so it's still getting dark pretty early. So we kind of caught the last little bit of it as we were leaving, and then it was pretty much just dark the rest of the way. But as you can see, I've got 3 pockets already filled. I only have one where I need a card, and then I have all of these phrases that I thought would be good for train travel. Not exactly sure how I'm going to use them, other than this one I'm pretty sure will go here. Not sure what side, but this was our arrival, so I want to use that. The others, I could do a mix of things, I'm not sure, but I think I probably need to find a good card first, and then that will help me figure out the rest of it. So I've pulled out my Milwaukee bin of all my stuff here, and I will pull out the cards to see what I have. I have some free-floating ones here. I'm not sure why those aren't with the rest of them, but who knows? When I find stuff, I just throw it in there and think, oh, I'll come back to it later, and then forget that it's there. I think that's all. Yeah, those are all the cards I had. It's not a huge stack of cards for this album, so if I don't find something in here that I like, I can go into my general travel stash, plus then just all of my regular 3x4 cards, so I definitely have lots of options. I didn't find anything in the Milwaukee bin in terms of cards, so I am going to go into my general travel stash of cards here, and I have them in order by color. So this one starts with black and white, and then it goes red, orange, pink, yellow, colors of the rainbow. And so this half starts at green. I definitely don't want green here. I think I want maybe a gray, because it's very neutral and there is some gray happening here. I would consider blue, but only if it were maybe like the border or something. A whole card with a blue background, I think that would be way too much given the blue I already have going. I would also consider maybe like a tan, because I do have some browns in here as well. And a little bit of yellow, but I don't feel like yellow as a card would be a good match here, so I'm not going to do that. Sadly, I did not find anything in here that I really liked. I was hoping that on one of these it said Friday, because we went down on a Friday, but it's either Tuesday or Sunday. That doesn't work. Maybe I could use the Sunday one for coming back, but doesn't work for on our way there. So I think I'm going to have to go just into my general stash now, and still I think gray would be my preference, but I'll see what I find. I have found 2 cards. I like them both, and I'm having a hard time deciding. One is more blue, one is gray. So this is the blue one I have. It just says having fun. And yes, it was annoying to have a long delay to get on the train, but once we were on it, it's very relaxing. That's why I like train travel. I find it very relaxing and enjoyable. So we were having fun once we were on and settled, and we just let ourselves breathe and be for the journey. So I do like that one, and it does leave me some room where I could embellish but also still journal. But then I kind of like this one. It's nothing fancy, but the fact that in gray it says weekend therapy, and travel is my therapy. I know that about myself, and we both really needed this trip, not just me. Even though it was just a short weekend getaway, we needed it. And I thought maybe I could journal something about that. But there's still room where even under this title, I could put one of these on there. So when I say that now, I'm almost leaning towards this one too, because it also brings in more white to balance this photo, whereas this has white on it, but it also has a lot of blue. So you know what? Actually, made up my mind. I'm just going to use this one. With the phrases that I have, I think I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to put it right here under where it says weekend therapy, and that'll help bring in some color. It'll just make it a little bit more visually interesting, and then I can actually use some of the phrases that I have. I have that adhered, and I'm happy with the way that looks. And then when I was looking at this bottom photo, I did decide I'm going to use this one for sure that says finally arrived. And I already have adhesive on it. I'm just going to put it down here. And I think I want it flush to the right-hand side. There we go. I didn't want it totally centered because this one is centered. I don't like it when things are directly stacked on top of each other. It just bothers me. I like them to be a little bit off center from each other. So I have that one in the middle, this one on the right. So that means whatever I do over here, I probably have to have it left justified just so that it doesn't all look the same. So now I just have to figure out which one of these I want to use and where it's going to go. I have decided I want to use this one, the blue pendant that says enjoy the journey, because white and black on here definitely was too stark. There's already so much white happening, and I just really didn't like the look of it on this photo. I was thinking, oh, I have all this room, but I think it's almost too close to this. It's in too much of the same space, and I didn't like that. But if I put it down here, that gives a nice juxtaposition. It leads the eye across the page. I like that a lot better. I have that adhered, and I chose to put in a mini staple there just for a little bit of visual interest. So I have that done, and I thought, oh, this is it. It's all I need to do. I don't think so. It feels very flat to me. I feel like it needs something else, and I'm wondering if maybe I should stamp a phrase or some kind of background stamp or something here. I thought of maybe railroad tracks, but I don't have a stamp that looks like that. I know I do have some stamps that look like stitching, so I'm wondering if somehow I could make that kind of look like railroad tracks. I'm not sure, but I'm going to dig into my stamps and see if I have anything that I feel like would fit what I'm thinking of for there. If not, then I may just find some other kind of travel related sticker, but we'll see. This is the stamp set I was thinking of, and I'm kind of looking at this stamp here, or even the shorter one here. But I'm wondering, will that look okay underneath this? I almost feel like this one is too short, that I should use this one and either go all the way across or pretty close to it. Maybe leave like 1/8 of an inch on each side or something. But I feel like it needs something. And my instinct is to do it in black because I will have black journaling. My ink is black. I don't really have a lot of black elsewhere, but I don't want to do it in blue or gray. I think that would look weird. So if I do it, I'm sure it'll be this one in black. I did my stamping and I did a test run here just to make sure it would look good, because I think that's the first time I've used that one. And it looked fine. And so I actually had to have it overlap this block because I didn't have one that was long enough, but it worked fine. And then that's how it came out. And I noticed I wasn't totally straight. It kind of veers down to the right a little bit, but not enough where I'm going to panic about it or where I'm going to redo it. I think it's fine. I put these 3 cards in the pockets because I know I'm done with them. And this one I thought I was. I think I'm actually going to do some mini staples in there, similar to this one, just for the visual aspect, to make the card a little bit more fun. Let's see what we think. Yes, I do like that. So now I will just put it in the pocket here, and hopefully this one is really done. There we go. Let's take a look. Do I like it? Yes, I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's basically just a lot of, phrases on labels and then a little bit of stamping. So not much to it, pretty basic, but sometimes simple is best, and I'm okay with that. So here's another one done for Milwaukee. Thanks for watching.